the San Francisco 49ers' journey through the intricate labyrinth of the regular season and playoffs has transformed into an expansive epic, a sweeping chronicle of strategic recalibrations, the remarkable ascent of individual players, and the ever-looming specter of playoff pressure. At the heart of this sprawling narrative stands Ambry Thomas, a linchpin in the team's transformative odyssey on the defensive front. To fully comprehend the complexities of this evolving saga, it becomes imperative to delve even deeper into the intricate web of the 49ers' defensive expedition, the strategic machinations orchestrated by the coaching savants, and the unwavering psychological mettle demanded by the unforgiving crucible of playoff football. As the regular season unfolded, the 49ers confronted defensive conundrums that necessitated not just mere adjustments but seismic recalibrations of their approach. The duo of Deommodore Lenoir on the periphery and Isaiah Oliver in the slot revealed tactical vulnerabilities that opponents, acting as shrewd tacticians, swiftly exploited. Unfortunately, Oliver found himself ensnared in more plays gone awry than those successfully navigated, prompting a critical reconsideration of the defensive chessboard. Against this backdrop, the decision to anoint Ambry Thomas as a starter unfolded as a strategic masterstroke, a calculated gambit to fortify weaknesses and orchestrate an elevation in the overall defensive symphony. Thomas assumed a linchpin role on the periphery, particularly in nickel packages, while Lenoir executed a seamless transition to an interior position. The ramifications of this recalibration were palpable, with the 49ers unveiling not just a more impervious coverage framework but a symphony of pass-rushing crescendo that echoed across the gridiron. The strategic acuity showcased by the coaching brain trust underscored a sagacious comprehension of the team's evolving needs, a hallmark of teams poised not just for postseason glory but for gridiron immortality. Since his elevation to a starting role, Ambry Thomas has crafted a narrative of progressively exemplary performances. His trajectory, initially marked by promise, evolved into a crescendo of brilliance that reached its zenith as the regular season waltzed towards its climactic finale. Yet, the true crucible materialized with the onset of the playoffs, an arena where the spotlight not only burns brighter but where the crucible of competition reaches a white-hot intensity capable of forging or shattering legacies. The rendezvous with the Green Bay Packers, a chapter in this epic saga, served as an epiphany for Thomas, a litmus test scrutinizing his mettle under the glaring spotlight of playoff football. In this high-stakes pas de deux, the Packers orchestrated a symphony of exploitation, deftly navigating through Thomas's defensive bastion to secure offensive triumphs. The pressure cooker environment of the playoffs momentarily appeared to overwhelm Thomas, sparking inquiries into his capacity to perform under the heightened scrutiny of postseason crucibles. It is imperative to approach Thomas's performance in this game with not just nuance but an appreciation for the complexity inherent in the broader symphony of his starting role. The playoffs, as a crucible, demand not just a harmonious fusion but an orchestration of technical virtuosity and unyielding mental fortitude. Kyle Shanahan, the sagacious helmsman steering the 49ers through these tumultuous waters, addressed concerns about Thomas in a post-game teleconference. His insights not only delved into the labyrinth of defensive maneuvers but acknowledged the intricate challenges faced by the burgeoning cornerback. Shanahan's emphasis on additional support and strategic tweaks underscored not just a technical but a holistic approach, recognizing that the mental calculus of the game is not just pivotal but often decisive. Beyond the rigors of gameplay, Shanahan's reflections plunged into the psychology of performance under the glaring lights of pressure-laden scenarios. The coach emphasized the significance of unwavering vigilance in coverage, strategic positioning akin to a chess grandmaster navigating the board, and the nuanced artistry of engagement with opposing players. Thomas's ability to navigate this kaleidoscope of complexities will undoubtedly be the focal point of the coaching staff's meticulous preparations leading up to the next chapter in this playoff odyssey. Drawing parallels with the travails of other players, such as Ahkello Witherspoon, who grappled with confidence issues that not only impeded but often eclipsed their ability to orchestrate impactful plays, introduces not just an additional but a profound layer of understanding to Thomas's unfolding narrative. The mental crucible of the game, particularly the Herculean task of overcoming nervousness, constitutes not just a recurrent but often an omnipresent leitmotif in the grand opera of sports. For Thomas, finding the elusive equilibrium between not just technical precision but unswerving mental composure emerges not just as the instrumental but often the operatic overture in overcoming the tumultuous tempest of playoff pressure. Peering into the crystal ball of the playoffs, the 49ers stand poised to encounter the Detroit Lions in the next chapter of their postseason saga. The Lions, armed with a significantly more potent passing arsenal than the Packers, promise not just a challenge but a symphonic crescendo in the theater of scrutiny. Thomas's performance, destined for a heightened theater of scrutiny, is not just a footnote but the overture to a more intricate magnum opus. As a fervent and engaged fan, your perspective on this sprawling narrative not only assumes monumental significance but often serves as the unsung libretto in this operatic journey. The dynamic symposium within the fan fraternity not only weaves additional layers of insight and analysis but crafts a collective understanding of the team's operatic journey. Unveil your thoughts in the comments section, fostering not just a sense but often a palpable fabric of camaraderie among fans as they collectively rally behind the 49ers. Your unwavering support not only reverberates in the stands but serves as not just a resonant but often a defining chorus, an animating force propelling the 49ers not just through but often beyond the capricious terrain of the playoffs. In a denouement that is not just grand but often seismic, Ambry Thomas's ascent from not just a strategic inclusion but a linchpin grappling with not just the Herculean but often Sisyphean challenges of playoff pressure encapsulates not just the broader but often the profound symphony of the San Francisco 49ers' playoff voyage. The team's adaptive prowess, individual player resilience akin not just to solo instruments but often to virtuosos crafting their magnum opus, and the unwavering resonance of fan ardor emerged not just as pivotal movements but often as the crescendo in shaping the unfolding magnum opus. As the 49ers not just strive but often soar towards not just the crescendo but often the zenith of championship glory, the collective spirit of the team and its ardent fan base is destined not just to be but often to echo as the resonant crescendo, an echoing refrain in the symphony of not just Super Bowl aspirations but often gridiron immortality. The intricate interplay not just of strategic sagacity, individual virtuosity, and fan fervor but often of the symphonic narrative forms not just a rich tapestry but often an epic saga where each nuanced thread not just contributes but often elevates the narrative of triumph, resilience, and not just the pursuit but often the realization of gridiron immortality.